Here we are, Minneopa, for another round. This is the first round after my driving range session where I worked solely on the driver. I think I figured some stuff out. They've actually been going fairly straight. The miss is still the slice, but I've actually been hitting them fairly straight. And the ones that do slice, it's more of a fade, more of a gentle slice. And this one's in the left rough, which is new for me. So that's kind of another thing that I get to experience, is actually playing the golf course from different spots, because I'm not in my normal landing areas. This was short, which is the miss. You don't want to be long on this hole, it sucks. So now I'm trying to keep it in front of the hole, and I kind of chunked it. So I don't want to be behind the hole at all. This is a tough green. It's all downhill. It wants to run away from you. And I hit this one too hard. Now I'm above the hole. It's my last recording. I missed one of these and it rolled out like another 15 feet. So I'm two things right now. I'm regretting the pullover. It's a little hot. And I don't want to hit this one too hard. So those are the two things in my mind right now. Starting to sweat a little bit. And I'm worried about the putt. So I hit it short. Tap this one in. It's better than a 3-putt. And then we gotta do something about the pullover. Pullover's gone. Second hole. I haven't been playing this one very well. Just typically a bogey hole for me. I don't think I've gotten a bogey on it yet. It's mostly doubles. Beautiful day though. Beautiful day. So this one, the slice comes back, puts me up in the trees. It's kind of where I'm used to playing from anyway. It's not that big of a deal. A little close to the tree. Gotta check the clearance. Clearance is fine. The ground's really hard up here. It dries out fast, and it's like hitting against concrete, and it just grabs my club, takes it to the right, which is fine. I've been up here many times. I know the play. It's just about execution. That's too thin. Way too much of the club on that. Goes over the green. So now we're in double bogey territory. This is a short little chip. And I just can't quite get it up onto the ridge. Another 2 feet and that's a great chip. But here we are. I'm going to just kind of roll this one up with the pitching wedge. Not much to that. Leave myself with like, I think this is about 4-5 feet. The camera does not show distance very well, which kind of, I don't know, I wish there's a better way to visualize some of these putts, but I don't want to take the time to like put a tripod out on the green and stuff like that. It just, I don't know, I don't want to slow up the course. I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. So right now I just have a GoPro mounted to my my cart, and I just push it up behind where I'm about to shoot, grab my club, turn it on, and go. Third hole. Alright, since the driver's going straight, I'm actually going to try to hit the driver. Like, if I'm going to do it right, I have to have confidence in it, right? I can't do these weird, you know, alternate shots. And this one goes, it's a gentle fade. So I'm up, you know, I'm up in the right rough. But I've got to play. I can go up over these trees. But, you know, anytime you're worried about hitting over something, you feel you need to help the ball in the air, and you do the exact opposite. You top the shit out of it. This one gets lucky, hits a tree, and just kind of kind of ends up in the middle of the fairway again. This chip, there's like a mound in front of this green, and then there's more fairway than I always remember. I always think it's like the mound leads right to the green, but there's still another like 10 yards, and that's kind of where I end up. I'm not going to blame the chip, because it was a good chip. It was just poor, I don't know, poor planning on my part. This is right in my wheelhouse. Almost goes in. Leaves me with a tap in for bogey. So right now we're double, double, and single bogey. 5 over par. Quick little tap in. I have been playing this hole number 4, par 3, abysmally this year. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, this is usually a par hole for me. Usually stops the bleeding, but this year I've just been hitting them like just straight to the right. I don't know what's going on, but this is a well hit ball. It just goes just dead straight to the right, almost pin high. I'm worried about these sand wedge shots because I was too hard last time. So I'm being tentative, and as you saw on 2, and now 4, and even 3, I guess, being tentative's not the answer. I'm gonna try to line this one up. It's a par putt. It's worth lining up. This green doesn't do much unless you're on the edges, but it does a little. I hit that really hard. I did that twice this round. I don't know what the deal was, but other than that, I felt really, really good over the putter. I feel like a 180 from the last round, where I just didn't feel comfortable over anything. This hole, I'm playing through a group right now. They're behind me. I guess I was playing pretty fast, which I don't feel like I play fast, but when I catch people, they say, "Oh, you're playing pretty fast." I don't know if that's just passive aggressive, like, "Hey man, slow down, you're rushing us," or what. But I mean, I'm just walking, and they're all in carts, so I mean, I can't be playing that fast. This ball's hit straight to the left. Usually I get a little bit of fade, a little bit of slice on this, but it went straight, which I guess is encouraging, but it leaves me in a really tough spot. Sand wedge over the bunker. I've been hitting them short all day, so I gotta hit this one long. I just about dunked it, but it rolled out, I don't know, 15 feet. This is a tough green. A lot of movement on this green. It all kind of funnels down to the front right there. So I'm going to try to throw this one like 1.5 feet out to the right and let it sort of bend its way back in, which always feels like too much, and then it's when it's not enough, the ball just goes and goes, like it'll just roll out. So here it goes, it bends around, and it just curves like right behind the hole, maybe 2 inches, missed it by. I'm happy with that. I'll take bogey on this hole all day long. This is another test of whether or not I can hit the driver straight. It's a very narrow starting lane for this fairway. And it goes out dead straight. Really nice shot. Not used to playing from the left side of this hole. I'm used to punching out of those trees on the right. Here I hit a pitching wedge, really crispy, and I actually put it in the 9th fairway, but there was a group coming up, So I just kind of ran out there with my sand wedge and chipped it back. So I'm laying 4 right now. No, 3. So as much as I would love to have this as a birdie putt, it's actually a par putt. And this is the second one that I just hit really, really hard for whatever reason. It left me with like 8 feet downhill. Maybe like 6 feet. But a real touchy putt. But it goes in. Goes in for bogey. So I'm feeling good. Feeling alright right now with the putter and the driver are working. Chipping not so much, which is a 180 from last round. Here I am looking for tees. Trying to find a sacrificial tee, but just nothing out there. Here I'm playing through another group. These guys are new, and they're cool. They asked about my camera and stuff. Asked if I was a famous YouTuber, which I'm not.
What a shot, man.
I got a bad kick. It was a nice shot. Terrible kick. I'm in the weeds. Trouble finding the ball. But get on it. Got a little bit of a shot. It's not buried, but it's in there. Got at it with the baseball swing. Pretty good effort, if I do say so myself. Put it to about 8 feet. So I'm going to line this up because it's a par. This green's pretty flat too. And I drain the par putt. First par of the day. Feels pretty good. Back to 8. This is the one, if you remember, I shanked 2 balls to the left. Went to the range, figured some stuff out. So now we're going to try and put that to use. This green is reachable. It's 250 yard par 4. So definitely reachable. Done it a few times. It's right at the end of my range though. My average range. So here's a really nice shot. I'm really happy with it. I'm still short 20 yards, something like that. Bad shot, the pitching wedge. Just didn't get enough on it. Maybe another 5 feet and it would have rolled out a little better, but the rough caught it, slowed it down. This one, just, I don't know, it could have been better. I could have left myself, well, I mean, obviously I could have left myself a birdie putt, and I didn't do that, but I could have left myself an easier par putt. Instead, I got to line up this, like, 6-7 footer. I'm feeling pretty good over these all day long, so I'm pretty confident that I'm going to make it. This part of the green's pretty flat. It goes in. I'm happy. You know, it's another par. Pars are good for me. But it could have been a birdie. So I forgot. So sometimes I'll walk to the next hole and I'll get set up, but I'll be waiting for a group, and then I'll forget to record. And I forgot to record my drive. But I bombed the drive. I don't know what else to say other than I just hit the thing extremely hard, and then there's a hill kind of behind me, and I must have kicked forward off of that, because that was like a 50-yard chip, 40-yard chip. So now I'm behind the green, putting for birdie. This downhill, it's not an easy putt. So I'm just gonna try to get it close, finish the round par, par, par. Feel good about that. And I overread the break. Hit it pretty hard. I'm kind of upset. Wasn't a great putt. I left myself with a little more work than I wanted. But it's not bad. I mean, this is a quick lineup. Maybe a 2-footer, 3-footer. Make the par. So I finished par, 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 which is pretty good. Driver was doing really well, so I'm happy. It's a good round.